All right, then start when you're ready.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And I'm Brittany, and Aaron, I believe we found the perfect textbook to offer your sales classes. It is titled The Little Red Book of Selling 12.5 by Jeffrey Gitomer. The Little Red Book of Sales offers the answers to just about every sales question a salesperson could ask and provides firsthand experience and positive enthusiasm to drive it home with vitality and optimism. When we met last, Aaron, you had gone over some of the things that you were looking for when you bought your current textbook. What I got from that was that you wanted it to teach your students the value of sales. You wanted it to be as real world as possible. You wanted it to pique students' interest and motivate them. Be short and easy to read. Focus on B2B sales. Prepare students for the hiring process. Encourage practice. And be available for your online class as well as the case studies. Am I on the right track?
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. Well, Jeffrey Gitomer, in his book, in each and every principle, he relates it back to exactly what you're going to get out of it. He actually calls it gold. And he does it right away in the very beginning of the principle. He'll tell you, this is why this is important, before he even tells you the step-by-step process on how to fix it. Throughout the book, there's a stress on being able to learn anything, including creativity and humor. And it gives your students ways to be successful in life no matter what, whether they're going into a sales career or not. It pushes them to believe in themselves as well as the product and the company that they're selling for. It pushes them to step out of their comfort zone, which, let's face it, is something we all struggle with, and is one of the factors why a lot of students lose interest in sales, is because it is a little uncomfortable at first. Aaron, this book is going to give you your students the map to success and the confidence to implement it daily.
So Jeffrey Gitomer is a straight on to the point kind of person. And his writing is directly, his teaching will keep your students motivated and interested in learning more about the topics. He clarifies his ideas thoroughly, and his writing is directly from his own experience, from his personal B2B businesses. How much more real can you get? The book lines up with your curriculum directly, and it goes over the core concepts of your over your core concepts where you learn from, which is the advanced sales class. But the Little Red Book is quite different from your current textbook. The reason why is because it piques the reader's interest through humor, cartoons, page designs, bold directives, and real-life languages. Gitomer breaks down the sales process into 12.5 principles to be learned, and through examples and practices.
The book is also very motivational. You guys, it's honestly like having a motivational speaker in your backpack. When you pull it out and you read just one page, makes you want to get up and do something about your life. We could all use a little bit more motivation at times, especially when it comes to stepping out of your comfort zone, which selling is definitely in that factor. The book is reviewed to reflect that it positively enhances the reader's attitude and productivity. He basically makes you want to kick your ass into gear, which will take a little pressure off you, Aaron, and trying to get us motivated each and every week. So.
And Aaron, you said that when you're buying a textbook, you want to look for a short, to the point kind of book, right?
Yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, Gitomer is also a straight-to-the-on person. Our book, straight-to-the-on person. The reason why is because the Little Red Book is short, sweet, to the point. It's packed with answers to that people are searching for in order to help them make sales for the moment and the rest of their lives. Our book gives specific details about sections in each short paragraph, with bold directives, which gives it easier for students to read quickly and understand. It's not just a book to read, it's a study aid, meant to be taken one easily digested chunk at a time.
This picture is actually right from the book. It's right there. I'll give you the gold in bite-sized chunks. You can absorb the nuggets anywhere, anytime. You can try them out the same moment you learn them. So like I said, it is a study guide. You can keep it. You don't have to read it all at once. Read a page, learn that, practice that for a couple weeks, and then move on to the next step. It's kind of nice that way. Focusing on B2B sales, the book definitely does, because that's Jeffrey's main experience. The Little Red Sales book also helps students understand the business's needs as well as how to network and engage with employers. Principle 5 is actually all about how to network and what a business expects from you. And all the other principles actually relate back to this point consistently. Principle 6 gives you specific examples of things to say and how to get a meeting with the actual decision maker, which in turn then will lead to helping students be able to talk to the right person when an opportunity for a job comes in the future. Principle 3 actually has 14 ways to create a personal brand, which helps you sell yourself, which aligns with the hiring process, as well as helps you build up your confidence, and ultimately it helps prepare with networking and for the hiring process. This book is one of those books, Erin, that your students aren't going to want to return at the end of the semester. They're going to want to keep it because they'll use it regardless of if they're going into sales or not, just to help keep them motivated and learn life skills.
Jeffrey Gettimore believes that selling is learnable. Learning how to overcome your fears and worries, how to do it the right way, and get your sales. The beauty of this book is that during each step of the way, Gettimore provides you. He guides you along the way with instructions for each of the following steps, and he builds up your confidence and makes you feel like you need to do more work.
Yeah, he's constantly making you feel like you need to work harder. So here you go, Erin, here's your gold. I remember you saying that the textbook is worth its weight in gold for the case studies alone, right?
Absolutely.
I provided 2 free sources here that provide you with pre-written case studies that you can use along with the book here. But basically, the Little Red Book of Selling is all one giant case study. It's got like activities sort of built in to each principle. Like Principle 7, it goes over the types of questions to ask a prospect. So he pushes for practice. He says here, write out 25 questions that are aligned with this, and shows you the wrong way to do it and the right way to do it. And I think that would make your job a little bit easier because you can hear, read, and write a journal on it. He tells you how to practice it. So these type of activities are in each and every one of the principles, all 12. He also emphasizes exactly why each step is important for the student to master, and gives you extra learning materials to be found online that you can assign as you see fit.
Great.
Bradley Kuhn, who's the team lead in the sales department at Madison Area Technical College, he implemented the Little Red Sales book in his classes for 1 semester as kind of a trial, just to see how it affected things. His findings were that overall engagement nearly doubled. Less than 10% of students forgot their book, down from 35% on a normal, regular day-to-day basis. And 92% of the students after a survey had actually said that they preferred this book to any of the other books they've used in their career as a student. We feel that this would severely impact the way that your semester goes and how the interest level of your students. And that's all I got for you today.
Yeah, I do. So you'd mentioned Principle 6, giving students things to say in networking. Is that Principle 6? Is that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Can you give me some examples of that? Things that would be takeaways or things that students could use specifically to talk about?
Yeah, he actually gave you a one-liner, and I wish I would have put it in here because it's a really good one. He was just very direct and to the point. He's like, walk in and ask who's in charge of this. Whatever you're selling, whatever you're trying to accomplish, go in and ask straight up that question. Ask them who's in charge, so that you're not wasting your time talking to people at the front desk and telling them your whole life story when they have no decision-making power at all.
Sure.
So, and then it kind of goes into other things to lead into your pitch and how to get a 15-minute meeting with people expect to get more than just an appointment at first, you know.
Sure.
So.
And then you mentioned, maybe, and jump back a couple slides for me, just so I can be reminded. One more, this one. So you're mentioning that he believes selling is learnable. Obviously, as an instructor, that's a core thing for me, right? I mean, it's a skill. How does he suggest you practice it? What are some takeaways that could possibly reinforce things that I believe or want to talk about in class about practicing and how to get more efficient?
Well, first off, he's constantly telling you to put in more work than everybody else throughout all of it. That's one of his main themes. Get up early, work while everybody else is sleeping, basically. And throughout each principle, like I had said earlier, he'll say, this is what people do wrong in this situation. And I've got here, just for your own personal reference, the table of contents. So it kind of tells you everything that's included in the book.
Okay, great.
And for each one, like the first one says, people don't like to buy, they like to be, oh wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Prepare to win or lose to someone who is. And it'll explain, like, how you prepare yourself for a meeting, and it'll give you steps to take to do that. And I guess the practice part would be you would take those steps and prepare.
Okay, so he gives at least kind of a checklist or things that you can do.
Through how to do it, each step, so you don't like feel like you're floundering. You know exactly what to do next each time.
Okay. Good. Okay, and those are the questions I have. Do you guys have anything else for me?
That I can think of.
All right.
Got that.
Very good. All right. Thank you.